Alright, so I just saw Batman Ninja recently, the anime Batman film. And this is more like a quickie review of it. If you want like a more in-depth review, go check out the Comic Movie Marks channel. They already reviewed this for like 30 minutes. They talked about this in detail. And I pretty much agree with everything they have to say about it. I liked the movie. I wouldn't say I loved it. I wouldn't even say it's close to being one of the best animated films they have ever made. But it's certainly better than a lot of the bad animated films they've made, right? Like, I would definitely watch Batman Ninja over Mystery of Batwoman, or Sub-Zero. I would definitely watch it over those films. But, it was a very strange film. I mean, if you're not into anime at all, you're probably not going to like this at all. And I'm not really that into anime. All my friends watch anime, and I'll watch, episodes with them and stuff, but I don't really understand, like, the story that's going on. And it all seems very silly to me. A lot of the shows, like My Hero Academia, I mean, it's a cool-ass show, but it just seems very silly. And it is played for, like, comedic effect and stuff. Or One Punch Man, that's another, like, comedic show. It's funny as fuck, but it's also, like, kind of silly. And, that's just how I see anime films and animated TV shows. I feel like they lean towards making stuff extra fantastical and a little over the top. And they have these, like, character inner monologues all the time where the characters are talking about how they're thinking and stuff like that. I mean, because, like, most animes are, like, pretty much the same. They're very similar. Similar art styles. This anime, Batman Ninja, it had two different art styles in it, which I thought was pretty neat. Right in the middle of the film, it changes completely to like this fucking crazy, like, acid trip art style. And it totally fits what's going on in the scene, because Joker and Harley Quinn are supposedly forgot who they were, but it's just a cover, And I like to think the art style is reflecting how Joker is seeing things, because he's lying in the scene. So I think we're just seeing the scene through Joker's eyes, and that's why it looks different. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. But, the movie has all the anime tropes, it has the character title cards, and it's introducing all the characters and stuff, and, introducing all the regions, and it has the montage sequences, and it's got the big bombastic action scenes with the giant mech castles, which was, like, crazy, but still awesome. It totally reminded me of Power Rangers, the way they formed up together to form one giant robot. Like, all I was thinking about was Power Rangers. And then they fight a giant, like, thing of monkeys, just like a million monkeys formed up to form a giant fucking person to fight this castle mech robot. And then eventually bats swarm in on this giant mound of monkeys, and they form a Batman that looks like Batman Year One. It's ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. They definitely went all out. They didn't hold anything back in this film. Definitely some silly moments. Like, there's this part where Bruce Wayne, like, changes his identity to look like a Christian missionary. And they draw a bat symbol on the top of his head. So, like, when he cut his hair, he left the bat symbol on the top of his head, as if that's, like, inconspicuous and no one's gonna notice this giant bat symbol on top of Bruce Wayne's head. It was the most silly, ridiculous thing I've ever seen. It definitely made me laugh when I saw it. And I just, like, wonder, like, why? Like, why would you leave a bat symbol on top of your head, Batman? You're trying to keep your identity a secret. This ain't helping, I felt a lot of the dialogue scenes were kind of boring. I watched this film twice, and the second time I watched it, I was kind of falling asleep for the dialogue scenes. And when the action scenes started, it woke me up, because I liked the action scenes. I love that Bane was a sumo wrestler, Like, Bane was still a wrestler, but he was a sumo wrestler, because they're in Japan. Like, I thought that was perfect. But, like, I think, like, Bane was the only character they really changed to match the setting. I really think he was the only one they did that for. Because the rest of the characters are, like, the same. Two-Face, Penguin, Poison Ivy, Joker, Harley Quinn. They're all pretty much the same. Joker has a different voice in this. I didn't mind it. I think it fit for the art style, honestly. I think it was perfect for the art style. It definitely would have been weird to hear Mark Hamill's voice, And they got the voice actor from Batman Arkham Origins to do Batman. And I love his Batman voice. I think he's a great Batman voice. It's a great, like, younger Batman. And, you know, he's not, like, better than Kevin Conroy, but he's a good stand-in for Kevin Conroy, you know? He's definitely the Batman I want if you can't get Kevin Conroy. But that's it, you know? It's much better than Gotham by Gaslight. I really didn't like Gotham by Gaslight. I think this is the best film DC Animated has released this year so far. If you haven't checked out Batman Ninja, check it out. It's definitely interesting, and the action scenes are really cool. Really cool action scenes. The dialogue is a little stale, and the story is a little boring, honestly, but I think it's a spectacle to watch, and I think you should watch it. I think the Death of Superman movie is probably going to be the best animated film that DC is going to release this year. I'm looking forward to it. If you haven't seen Batman Ninja, watch it, and if you have seen it, let me know what you think about it down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Everyone's been calling me the most powerful man in Japan. The Demon King. Lord Joker.
Where am I? From the look of it, this is ancient Japan.
Our master has ordered us to kill him on sight.
The Joker.
That's right, Max.
We're relieved you're with us, Master Bruce. They're all trying to take over this country and rewrite history. This is it. The Batmobile, the Batwing, the Batcycle. They've all been destroyed at the hands of the Joker. But I have my mind, my spirit, and all of you.
When the country is in chaos, a foreign ninja wearing the mask of a bat will come and restore order to our land. Great shinobi from across the Sea of Time, Lord Batman.